Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Lord of the Rings Online. Yes, it's once again that time to be making our way back into LOTRO, and I'm super excited because today is the day before the launch of Update 26. Yes, tomorrow we could potentially be enjoying brand new content for LOTRO. I'm really looking forward to that. Today we're making our way through the previous Minas Morgul expansion, which should be fun. We're going through the Black Book of Mordor on our character that only is doing the epic story in the Black Book of Mordor, and it makes for a much more interesting playthrough. We're seeing things we don't normally see, and noticing details that you really don't get the feel of the story unless you do it by itself. And I never really realized that until I started the series, that LOTRO jumps around a ton, which I did know, but you really don't get the full grasp of that until you do just the story. It's kind of amazing. And hey, welcome everyone. We got Cholus Skies, Mistweaver, the Final Brownie, as best, and Petldy. Welcome. Bringing the hype. You're still looking forward to race changes? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. And you can do, I don't know if it's going to be at the launch, but I'm pretty sure you can actually do racial changes. Like, I actually changed the race of your character, which is pretty cool. Which I think is what you're talking about. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going on this story. As we talk to Isildur! You have to say his name that way, otherwise it just doesn't work. What is the meaning of this foolishness? I pray you do not encourage my sons in this behavior, Lore Master, or you will risk my anger. I have taught them the importance of an even temperament and a steady hand. Yes, because that's what you're known for. For my sons are of a king's lineage, and a ruler has no time for jest. If you are a friend to them and to me, you will remind them of this from time to time. Tarandil is mine to foster, and while he is not in the line of kings, he is still dear to me. I deal with him as I deal with my sons, and it is my hope he will prove a good example to them, and guide them on their path, wherever it leads. I cannot blame them for relaxing their guard. When we first pushed through the ruins of the Black Gate with the vanguard, it seemed victory was so near, and Sauron must surely abandon the fight. Yet, it was not so. He hid within his tower, sealing the door against us, and he has not been seen again. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, and then at last we measured the time in years. The siege seems without end. Sauron is trapped in his tower, and though his servants test us from time to time, the Dark Lord seems content to outlast us, or at least to make the attempt. I would rather he face us in battle and put an end to this endless waiting. Is it any wonder that the idleness causes my sons to chafe, sharpening their tongues and not their weapons? It is difficult to remain alert when combat with the enemy is merely a memory. Our swords untested, our shields unbattered. Perhaps Sauron makes us wait in the hope that we will grow tired and abandon the cause. If that be so, he is more fool than we thought. We will wait as long as is necessary. Oh, hey, buddy. Really shouldn't do that again. Jeez. Oh my goodness. If we weren't a more experienced adventurer, that would have, like, caused us to faint and freak out. Man, if we were playing Hobbit, we would have totally Hobbit fainted. Turn your Runekeeper into a Stout Axe? Nice! Yeah, that's gonna be a good change there. Absolutely. Alas, it is with the benefit of looking back that I now know, or know now, what I did not know then. Sauron did not hide from us out of fear, and he did not think to outlast us with time alone. Nay, it was with purpose he waited in Barad-dûr, biding his time. He knew what we did not. The Gazaboran had won a decisive battle against the armies that had gone to face it. Even now, the storm of wrath moved in the direction of Mordor, chasing the defeated Thuda and Longbeards before it. Sauron needed do nothing but wait for the Runhoth hordes to arrive, and wait he did. Secure in his tower and confident his victory would arrive with the storm. We knew what approached. We knew not, rather, what approached. And we let the long years of the siege lull us into complacency. We would learn our mistake before long, but that is further ahead in my tale. Forgive the interruption, I return you now to my tale. Did he? I don't know if I realized this earlier, but he just interrupted himself, which I think is hilarious. Only a Sealdor would interrupt a Sealdor, let's be honest. It has been some time since Sauron sent his orcs against us, but they may return at any moment. We must be ready, with sharp blades and sturdy armor, prepared to turn aside their attacks. Find a crate of whetstones somewhere here in Adambel, by the campfires to the north, and deliver its contents to the idle soldiers throughout the encampment. Remind them of the need for weapons clean and sharp, and see that they heed my warning. Do not forget to give whetstones to my sons as well. They may need the reminder most of all. False names will only protect them for so long, and in the end, they must rely upon their weapons. That is the way of war. I must now attend my brother Anarion, but I will leave you with these tasks, and my thanks for the successful completion. Alright. Boy, oh boy. Yes, defeated Link. I do remember you shared that link earlier. Yes! Oh, okay. No. No. Alright, defeated Link. Good job there. Jeez. But you know, the whole death cheer means something totally different for a Sealdor now, right? Oh my goodness. Imagine in the 4th age thinking back to that, it's gonna be something totally different, man. Because they'll all be dead. The real truth of it. Man, can you imagine? Like, as epic as a lot of the stories in Middle-earth are, imagine the telling of Theoden cheering out death to future generations. Like, seriously. A bunch of dead guys cheering about death. It'd be almost like, you know, give me liberty or give me death, but on a whole nother level. It'd be huge.
Listen well to my orders.
Nah, we don't do side quests. Imrahil, I won't listen well at all. I'll ignore your orders, and also, you're not Imrahil. But you have the same voice actor. Okay. Let's see here. Where is the whetstone? Where are the whetstones? Where is the case of whetstones? That's what I'm really trying to say. Apparently, over here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, none of you using these. Bunch of lazy Rohirrim. And by Rohirrim, I mean Gondorians. Rohirrim don't exist yet. Alright. Let's go over here. And give you... I'm sure you're just so excited. Get ready, buddy. I have a gift. And the gift is work. It has been some days since my sword was sharpened. I should do that again. I will go sharpen my sword. My sword shall be sharpened. And it will be glorious. I don't think I've ever done that voice, but you're welcome. You're welcome, chat. My gift to you. My sword could use a little sharpening. Thank you. I don't know why I sound like this when the other soldiers sounded totally different. It doesn't really make any sense, but okay. Here we go. This character is one of my favorites. They were really cool. My sword is sharp enough that you have my thanks all the same. The wind chimes of Gondor, that's the audio track we're listening to right now, apparently. Oh, actually of Mordor, yes, the Mordor wind chimes, the well-known Mordor wind chimes.
I will not spurn the gift.
My blade is as sharp as it was both yesterday, last week, and a month past. But all the same, I will spurn the gift. I do not call for the servants of Sauron to attack, but neither do I enjoy the tedium of this endless calm. I will spend some of today sharpening my sword. Pointless shall be neither the exercise nor the blade, my new friend. You watched the Ruin stream? Okay. You heard the ba, but when the Rohirrim charged to the... Yeah. Okay. I mean, the link's still in chat, so you guys can check it out for yourselves if you want to see the visuals. Alright, speaking of visuals, let's go up and open our Hobbit gift. I don't know why that has to do with visuals, but hey, landscape soldier token, we might actually need that if we keep doing the epic story. So far underleveled, but we'll see what happens.
I have orders for you, soldier.
No, you don't. You're just the stable master. Calm down like 8 levels, dude. I know you're just as excited as everybody else here, but I don't think you have any orders for us, stable master. If you do, I think you need to go talk to Imrahil, and by Imrahil I mean Isildur, and ask him what your actual job is here, because it's not giving orders. Alright. Through the wall. You can't. Alright. Whatever.
Thank you, friend. I will make use of the whetstone and the warning.
Great. Okay. The final sun. At least I assume that's where we're going. That steed works, I guess. It'd be better with a green steed. You've definitely seen it, though. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, you, the jokester.
Thank you for the whetstone and my father's warning, though I needed neither.
Every day seems much like the one before, and the orcs have not dared tangle with our warriors for some time. Still, there may be some wisdom in it. I think it may be worthwhile to ensure that everyone who bears a weapon has what he needs to keep it in pristine shape. Yes, my friend, everyone from the lowest soldier to the very highest. Indeed, even my grandsire would not neglect his own weapon. If we need to sharpen our blades every morn, I say that even High King Elendil should benefit from his son's advice. Bring a whetstone and my father's warning to my grandsire Lendil, friend. You'll find him somewhere in Adambale, I warrant. And spare not the lecture. Oh my gosh. We're literally about to... I don't think I got the gravity of the situation. We're about to give a lecture to one of the highest, probably the highest, at least the most revered person in all of Gondor. In the Second Age. This is like Aragorn times 3 right now.
The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for an army at rest.
I would not need 3 guesses to know which of my grandsons sent you to me thus, Loremaster. He has spent too long in idleness and forgotten the danger. The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for any army at rest. But a forgotten enemy, long accepted, is even more threat. I will take this whetstone and thank you for it. But know this, my blade Narsil needs sharpening but rarely, and I am not lax in its keeping. Let my grandson take these words to heart. A soldier needs sharpening just as a weapon does, and if one is neglected, neither can carry out its work. He should treat the business of war more seriously, and leave the jesting for tavern keepers and stable boys, like that one that gave you orders. That was a stupid joke. We're going to put him in prison, it'll be great. Anyway, find some soldiers with which to train, as a reminder not to let down their guard. Afterwards, convey the words I spoke to my grandson, and he will, as well as my displeasure. He has the blood of kings, and should act as such. Lendil stares at you sternly. Ooh. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there legit was just lightning outside. That was legit like perfect timing. Oh my gosh.
It is the command of the High King. Let us begin.
Alright, buddy, calm down, okay? Take a moment. Just breathe. And then I just throw a cat at him. Because, you know, that makes sense. Is this really what the soldiers of Mordor do? Not Mordor, but there's some Easterlings out there, man. I think that is enough. Yeah, I just burned you alive, dude. Jeez.
I am ready for you. Hold nothing back.
Alright, nothing back. You got it. I mean, I just struck the guy with lightning, so... Surprised after that you're saying hold nothing back, but here we go. Oh my. Yes, you must train harder to fight the lightning NATO.
My muscles
Seriously.
ache already.
These training quests make no sense on some classes, and the Lore Master is definitely one of them. Ouch. Alright, that part made sense. Yeah. That's funny. Talk to Masil. I think it's... might be up this way. Alright, mount up. And here we go. The Gathol.
It was only a bit of fun, my friend.
Do not let my grandfather's words sour your day. But look, did you not say you met this elf earlier? Among the corpses of our enemies and his. He has come now to Adambale on some errand, and will be pleased to speak with you. Give him a whetstone. Riley Reed, alright. This is like the most Hobbit-looking elf I think I've ever seen.
I will take a whetstone.
Thanks for that context.
Gladly.
I didn't know.
My
I
only
didn't
sword
know.
could use the sharpening.
Whoa! Huge upgrade. Although we're losing tactical mastery, that's the only downside here. Hello again. I will take one of these whetstones, and gladly, for my own sword could use the sharpening. Let it not be said that I look poor care of Orthadril, that I took poor care of Orthadril, the rising star, for in return he might take poor care of me. Elf soldiers, like those of other races, must keep their weapons and their wits as sharp as they can. That has always been my experience. I wonder if it has been yours.
It is no accident. That
It
brought me
is
hither.
pouring outside. It's supposed to rain all day today in the plains of Oklahoma. There we go. Got that new gear. Let's see what it looks like. Hey, it matches. Would you look at that? Yes, we're getting a little bit more garbed up look. Hey, Fahrenheit, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Tried to do Great Barrel last night. Ended up being with 2 people who were 4 levels below you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, hopefully you can get a good group together, man. 6 to 7 hours for somebody? Wow. Did you try posting in OOC and World Chat? Because World Chat can help you out quite a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Rain is perfect day to stay in bed. Absolutely. It was tough for me to get up this morning. I'll be honest, I stayed in bed for like an hour this morning. Oh, man. I was doing stuff still on my phone, but looking up stocks and things like that, but anyway. It is no accident that brought me hither, friend. No, indeed. I came here seeking you, for I have been given an errand for which you might be well suited. These 2 eyes have the keen sight of my people, but the eyes of one such as you might pick up something I miss, and your skill turn aside the danger of whatever we find. I was sent to scout the southern reaches at the behest of Glorfindel, leader of the Glanthrim. Hey, Blood of Loki, thank you so much for that raid, coming in with a party of 25. What were you up to, Blood of Loki? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for that raid, man. We're having fun, getting ready. LOTRO PvP, nice. Yeah, I did check out your stream for a little bit there. Yeah, I saw you in the listings there. Cool, cool. Yeah. So anyway, we have a giveaway going this month as well. And of course tomorrow we're going to be doing update 26, the new update coming in. But for now we're having fun going through the Black Book of Mordor. This character, we only go through these story quests. We don't do any side quests. And it makes for a very different story. It's amazing how different the epic story feels, and also now the Black Book of Mordor. It's like a totally different story when you do just that part of the story. It's so much better playing it this way, I feel like. Because you don't have, if you're doing it as it updates, you forget so much between the 6-month chunk that you don't experience the story. You don't even realize it. You think you still know everything, but you really do miss out on some of it. And so it's cool to see it contiguous all the way through. I was sent to scout the southern reaches at the behest of Glorfindel, leader of the Galanthrim, the Bright Company. They have devoted themselves to combating the evils of old that linger still in Middle-earth. Oh, do not mistake. I do not belong to that esteemed group. But I tell you true. If an elf of the Bright Company asks you to do something, only a fool or a coward would refuse. And I deem myself neither. It was my belief that Glorfindel plans the next step, and the information I returned to him could prove crucial. Will you aid me in this? Mandra smiles and raises Orthadel in salute, and then strikes you down. Yeah, the blade's sharp, alright. It shall be a fine hunt, my friend. Let us patrol to the east of this encampment, skirting the northern face of Amarath, and slay whatever foes mischase to... That lightning's gonna be messing with me all day, man. That thunder's crazy. I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear it, but it's loud. And slay whatever foes mischance to cross our path. This is a location I would have a scout. And once I am satisfied we have not missed anything, I will make my report to Glorfindel. He does have that sword at the ready, and it is a huge sword. Definitely a second age elf sword. You don't get swords that big in the third age anymore. Alright, so we now need to find the location that he wishes to scout, defeat foes of the Great Alliance, and talk to him on the northern slope once we're there. Good deal. Alright, so I guess this is the location we're supposed to scout. In the meantime, take some lightning to the face, Wog. Goodbye. Man, I love the one-shots. I love the one-shots. It's so much fun. Alright. Rocking that kite. This is so silly that you can play the game this way as a lore master. But it's true, man. You just keep running, and they'll keep chasing. It's awesome. Come on, Warg. There we go. Okay. Enough running for now. Hairball wants some food anyway. Here we go. Good deal, good deal. Man, Minas Morgul's on easy mode when you're on a good lore master like this. And we're not even geared that well. Like seriously, our character is not that well prepared for anything. But we're still having fun. Gondorian Captain, alright. That's pretty cool that they're just chilling out here. We'll get some water lore going. Just in case. There we go, almost have all the foes completed already. This is going pretty quick. Good deal, good deal. Alright. Keep going a little bit, and then we'll fight one more. Yep, our legendary items need to be forged, as usual. Alright, we went a little bit off path here. Let's go ahead and mount up. Make our way over there. That worm's like, I'm not letting you pass. Not today, Zerg. Alright. Oh boy, that orc. That orc be strong. But not strong enough. It's just stupid levels of damage. Now we take stupid levels of damage too. Don't get me wrong. But we're doing just stupid levels of damage. Very much so a glass cannon character though. Magadir surveys the surrounding terrain from the slopes of Amon Amarth.
Now let us see what we might spy from the height.
Magadir peers into the distance, looking west, north, and east from the slope of Amon Amarth. I do not know if this information will aid the bright company after all, for all is quiet, and there is little movement upon the plain. Is there some reason for this calm, or does Sauron tire of his war, as do we? I do not like this uncertainty, friend. See you there the great fortress across the plain? That is Amon Fuin, the Gloom Hill, and it is a den of evil. I do not like it, but I tell you true that I like the quiet of Parath Dinath, even less, if that were possible. If you are willing, I will ask you to come with me to Eckard in Edhill, where we can report of this to Glorfindel. It may be that he will know what to make of this unpleasant stillness. Alright, sure, we'll go talk to the Elf Lord. Get in here, Elf Lord. Oh, that Shelob fight, I swear. I hear you, Elf Lord. That's the line. Good gravy. Southern spiders, man. It's amazing. That's what we need more of in LOTRO. Southern spider people. Hey, Starflux, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Getting attacked by these worms. Gotta stay away from those. Hey, Starflux, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra inches in the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and get this page. That is the one thing we are doing, because it's kind of part of the story.
Yet to don both, Elrond said. Never did even the mightiest of the Gwaithir Myrdain dare to wear two. But Gil-galad's mind was set, and he would not be swayed.
Dang. He's dual-wielding those rings. Been following for years since you were podcasting with the new crew. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah. I created LOTRO players on a car ride. Not literally, but the idea came to me. I was getting ready to go on like a weekend trip to go visit family in another state.
Prepare for battle.
And at the very start of the trip, like the first like 10 minutes or something, I get an email. And it was the primary encampment of the Elves of Mordor for the long years of the siege. And it's from Golden Star, from A Casual Stroll to Mordor, because I used to be a writer on there. And it went through like all the reasoning for why they were quitting and everything else. And by the end of the trip, I had decided I was going to create another website and follow in their footsteps. And that's what happened. And LOTRO Players is still around today, being run by Draculetta now. And Pineleaf is still doing the podcast over there with everybody else. It's pretty cool, man. All these years later.
We have arrived, and now I must deliver my report.
Yeah, the reason I stopped doing that is because I wanted more time to do stuff like this. I have a lot of fun doing these Twitch streams. And basically, with how crazy work in retail is, I didn't have time to do both. Because pretty much I was always, like, even still, I can't do the podcast time. And, like, nobody else could, like, work within the time that I had. So I was pretty much, because of work, kind of, not forced to leave, but definitely decided that I wanted to leave. Nice, nice. Haven't listened in a while, but you've moved across the country twice listening to the podcast? Nice, yeah. We have arrived. Are you ready to go with me to deliver my report? I do wish we had something of substance to tell Glorfindel, but no scout can decide what it is he finds. Let me know when you are ready to meet with the leader of the Bright Company.
This way, my friend.
Make Glorfindel know what to make of this unpleasant stillness. Here we go.
Glorfindel and the Bright Company have accomplished many heroic feats in service of High King Gil-galad, but be not overawed. I have found them friendly and approachable, both.
This way, my friend. Glorfindel will be glad to meet you, and he will hear my report. Whether this strange inaction of Sauron's servants will be as pleasing, I cannot say. I myself am troubled by it, but I do not lead the Bright Company. Glorfindel will know more than either of us, I expect. There is nothing the Bright Company cannot find out. Hail Glorfindel. I am called Magaldir. I am one of the scouts you dispatched some few days ago. I have brought you my report. Yes, I remember. I welcome your report. But who is this? It is good to meet you, friend Lawmaster. For in war all friendships must be prized. I am the captain of the Glanothrim, the Bright Company, and we are tasked by High King Gil-galad to undertake some of the most dangerous missions on behalf of elvenkind. You have not heard of us, I imagine. That is good, for none of us expect or desire glory. All we seek is the defeat of evil, wherever it lies. It lies now in Mordor. We are few in number, but that does not cause us to shrink from danger. Rather does it cause us to rely upon our fellows, and draw courage from their strength. Meet you Lendelin, closest and wisest of my counselors. Watch him closely, for he shares our purpose, but possesses more wisdom than any elf I have known. He is my trusted confidant, and a dear friend. He has the most wisdom of any elf I have known. Glorfindel speaks glowingly of my wisdom, but he boasts overmuch. I seek only the destruction of evil, and take no praise for myself. If there is glory to be had, divide it among every member of the Bright Company, and give no greater of a portion to one elf or another. Yes, at the lighthouse of Calantirion, I spoke the words that shattered Sauron's control over the Vandasar perched atop the tower. But I could not have reached it without the others of the company. Give the praise to all or to none, dear Glorfindel. I think you seek to avoid your own share, and give too much of it to others. Hold a moment, Isildur, Gandalf interrupts. Man, I was gonna check out their gloves. They were super cool looking. Anyway. Cease thy storytelling, and lag out on a hill. Why has the old man interrupted the telling of my tale? Does he desire to hear no more of it? It was only at your behest and his that I began to speak the sorrowful time. And if he did not intend to let me finish, he should never have let me start. Hey Starflux, welcome, welcome. I know you already subbed and everything, but nice to see you enter in the giveaway. Glorfindel, do you remember meeting this loremaster of whom the Shade speaks? I do, my friend, but only a little. And Magoldir? Indeed. Why then have you not spoken of them before? Here we go. Many are the events in life that seem of importance only when they pass, Gandalf. Perhaps. Magoldir and the Loremaster did not belong to the Bright Company. I saw them but little. There is something else in the Shade's tale that troubles me. This word you mentioned, Vandasar. What is its meaning? The Vandasari were the oath stones of Númenor. I am not surprised you do not know of the Vandasari, for they were treasures brought from Númenor to Middle-earth by my father and brother long ago. 7 only survived the realm's fall, but 7 was enough. And indeed it would prove to be too many. They were the Oathstones, and they were set upon the borders of the kingdoms we founded, 3 in Arnor and 4 in Gondor, to make peace with the tribes that lived nearby. These were the Oathstones of Arnor, Helsazar of Forakel, Pale Blue Tursar of Rudar, Pale Green Ambarsar of Cardalon, Red Brown. These were the Oathstones of Gondor, Landasar of Rovanien, Golden Brown, Ornasar of Eric, Deep Black, Erisar of Harad, Crystal Clear, Neldasar of Rune, White Silver. There was a power in them, but it was Sauron's malice that turned vows sworn upon an Oathstone into bonds of enslavement. He searched for the Vandasari, attempting to weaken our alliances and subvert them for his own ends. He found Erisar, the crystal Oathstone my brother Anarion set atop the lighthouse of Caltirion at the harbor of Velonde. And with his dark arts he used it to compel the service of the Haradrim. So that's how the Haradrim became in service of Sauron. Wow. So it's Gondor's fault that Harad turned against Gondor, technically. That's pretty cool. While we work to assemble the Great Alliance, It was the Bright Company that journeyed to Umbar and broke Sauron's control over Eresar and the enslaved Haradrim. This ensured the Great Alliance need not contend with an army from the south when it reached Daggerland, which might have proven insurmountable. Dang. Hey Saren, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. What brought they from the founded land? Gandalf murmurs quietly. Over the flowing sea, 7 stars and 7 stones, and 1 white tree. The wizard shakes his head and fixes you with his stern eyes. I always believed the 7 stones referred to by this rhyme of lore were the Palantiri, the seeing stones that Elendil brought from Numenor to these shores. Can it be the Palantiri were the stars of the rhyme, and the Vandasari were the stones? How can I not have known this Stafdeng? What strange fog has clouded my knowledge on their account? And yet these oath stones have no place in my memory. Made a dwarf champ on Arnor to be a WS for your Stout Axe Dwarf Guard. Nice. Trying to pick a new main for Gladden. That's your main server? Okay, cool. Hey, Solus, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Warden would be good. Warden would be good. Runekeeper would be good too if you don't have one already. Weaponsmith. Yeah, I assumed it was crafting. Yep. Was this the last of the interruptions I must endure? I will continue my tale, if all agree to still their tongues.
We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep.
Yeah, Runekeepers are strong right now too, so assuming that stays for a while, it'd be good to have a Runekeeper around for gun to bed. But who knows where the classes will be by then. I welcome any assistance you can provide, Loremaster. Not just to the Bright Company, but to the Great Alliance as well. We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep. Indeed, let us renew our attention and maintain our guard, and perhaps we will catch unawares the Dark Lord himself. He is a singular evil, for every command comes from Barad-dûr, when to attack, when to retreat, and when to mask his intention. Against the stands of our alliance, and its strength comes from the unity of our separate peoples. It is Gil-galad's belief that Sauron will try to sever these bonds, and in so doing, he will reveal our greatest weakness, and strike at our vulnerability. But instead he has pulled back his hand, abandoning all pretense of engaging us in serious combat. It puzzles me that the Dark Lord has drawn his forces back in this fashion. What is he planning?
Rare is the puzzle we 3 cannot solve.
It is a mystery to me, and to Gil-galad, and to Lindolin, my closest advisor. Rare is the puzzle we 3 cannot solve, Loremaster, and that by itself is worrisome. Maguldir is not the only scout who has reported stillness on the plateau of Gorgoroth. I possess a number of such reports now, and each tells a similar tale. Fewer enemy patrols than before, and a reduction in the number of foes assaulting the encampments of men or elves. I will inform Gil-galad of these reports, but I ask that you bring word to the leaders of Gondor. I understand Elendil is in council, and I would not have him disturbed. But if you bring these reports to one of his sons, they will deliver word to him when he is free. Seek out Isildur or Anarion at Adambel. I am troubled by these reports, but cannot say precisely why. Perhaps the sons of Elendil can pinpoint the reason behind my worry, and speak such words as will abate it. If lag was gone, be hard to top Warden, yeah. Remoyer, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright. Mount up. And honestly, we gotta have a green mountain here somewhere. Let's see. There's skills. Jeez. Alright, mount. Hold on. Let's see. We of course have that green steed. The steed of the east map might be better though. Let's check out this one first. And what do we want to replace? I guess that one? Hold on, what's this one? Yeah, we'll replace the red one with the green one. There we go. Let's see, the Steed of Hammerhand. I think that fits this outfit better for some reason. I think it's a closer green, maybe? It's got a lot more dark shades. Alright, let's go with that one then. Here we go. Good deal, good deal. Alright, so now we need to make our way all the way back to Isildur down there. So we don't even need that mount right now. Let's go to mount on our war steed. And make our way on over. The idea of flying a Rohan banner in the Second Age is kind of amusing. I like the idea that they're all like, whoa, where'd you get such an amazing steed? Well. Templar, hola. Nice to have you here. You're living a ward, but he's still at 92. Blowing through content, pulling 4 at minimum, yeah. Good deal, good deal. Yeah, during our last stream, I had a chain of like... I don't even remember. It was like probably 10 enemies going through. We ended up pulling like 1 too many, but it ended up being alright. But yeah, lore masters are not... Their survivability is weak maybe, but they themselves aren't weak right now. I'm trying to get that wisdom up. Anyway.
Only together can we defeat the will of Sauron.
How came a man of Gondor to be in possession of reports from Glorfindel of the Elves? Have you not your own duties to perform, your own captain to follow? Anarion's stern visage suddenly melts away, and his expression becomes merry. Nay, friend, I mean rather that you might serve as an example to some who might forget. Only together can we defeat the will of Sauron. I see the frustration in the faces of my men. How could I not? After 7 years of siege. But your coming today is a reminder that, unlike Sauron, we are not alone. We stand together against him. Men, elves, dwarves, aye. All the peoples of Middle-earth have joined hands to oppose his evil. This endless waiting cannot last, no matter how certain it seems it must. Tell me, Loremaster, what word do you bring from Glorfindel of the elves? You relay the reports Glorfindel's scouts, and Anarion listens to your words with increasing excitement. I too have noticed fewer attacks of late, but I thought little of it. Now I wonder, can it be that Sauron's resolve has been tested by the long years of siege? His allies are not allies at all, but servants only. His domination of the spirit, can be no substitute of the bonds of friendship formed in battle, like those we formed with the elves and others of our alliance. I draw hope from these reports, and see in them a sign that our victory must soon be at hand. There are soldiers in the field of battle east of Adambel, nearer to the Dark Tower. Find them and relay to them this message. Sauron nears the end of his resolve, and a renewed assault may break the morale of his defenders. I ask also that you slay whatever servants of Sauron and vile beasts you find on your way. Let every success sing the tale of victory that surely approaches. It will not be long now, friend. Hey, Sword! Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Pretty good. Just having a fun stream, getting ready for update 26, and by getting ready I mean waiting patiently, because this character is pretty much as ready as they'll get, because they're not going to be ready at all. And my champion's pretty much as ready as they'll get, because we've done just about everything we've wanted to do on that character, so we're just now in a waiting period. Alright, so we need to defeat beasts and servants here on the plane. Had your first streaming party last night with a ruin? Nice! How'd that go? Watch party, okay. Yeah, Ruin told me he had plans yesterday. Expanse? Okay, cool. Did you have a good turnout for that? How was that? I've thought about maybe doing a Lord of the Rings watch marathon or something like that. Got through 4 episodes, nice. Hey, Real Moyer. Thanks so much for the follow, really appreciate it. I think I said your name better the first time you were in chat. But welcome nonetheless. Time for some singed fur here. Brolio took on most servers? Okay, cool. Movie night with Dwaro? Nice! Have a good one, Mistweaver. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. You guys legit cannot see this, I'm sorry, but I legit timed that lightning with real life lightning outside and it was amazing. Hopefully you guys at least heard that thunder that time. It's getting louder and closer. Did that one even count? Yeah, it did, okay. Just making sure. So let's see, we need to go to all these places, so let's go ahead and get ready for that. Got through inputting all the Dunland in your LOTRO quest database, nice. Close to 20 hours now, wow. That's crazy, yeah, I had a ton of hours with Minas Morgul, so I can just imagine how many hours you'd have with Dunland too. At some point, I want to do like a full playthrough of Dunland, like reading quests and all of it on stream, because I've never done that. Like, there's a lot of places in LOTRO that the side quest text isn't that interesting in like a lot of the early game, but especially starting in Dunland, the side quests became really good. And also, Eastern Rohan as well. There we go. We're halfway through this and we're only at the first location. Could you post the giveaway details once more, please? I can. The reason that they post again was because you said giveaway in chat. But yeah, we absolutely can. Exclamation giveaway. Or you can just type the word giveaway and it'll post it there too. I think you can even do giveaway question mark, but that might not be true. Anyway. How'd we... Maybe it's not here? Okay, yeah, it's not here. Okay. Well, glad we went that way. Hey, Rooney Keeper, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Old Man Ron, welcome, welcome. Your character looks awesome. Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, I really like the Beorning outfits. They look pretty cool. The shirt we had before, let me get that because that looked really cool too. Let me switch back real quick. Where was that? Somewhere in our inventory there's a shirt. And that's a cap. Anyway, it looked awesome. Here we go, here it is. Yeah, I like this one even better. As far as the look, I think. It looks pretty cool. And I like the off-shoulder. Like that. Like, that's pretty awesome. This is kind of just, like, a little bit more boring. But it still looks neat. Alright. Anyway, let's go the other direction. Hopefully to where these people are. Hey, hottest guy around. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been alright. Quarantine hasn't happened for me. I work in a grocery store, so I've been right in the middle of not quarantine, which has been awful. But at the same time, it's been alright because, you know, I'm still have a job, which is nice. And, you know, it's not crazy in Oklahoma yet. People are crazy, don't get me wrong. But the like case count and things like that haven't gotten, I guess, out of hand, you could say. So that's been comparatively with, you know, other places in the US. So it's been all right. It's been absolutely insane though. Like every day feels like 100 right now. Easter was really crazy. The lead up to Easter that weekend, there were so many people. Like, I would not be surprised if 2 weeks from now you find out there's a bunch more. Like, there's at least a spike again. Like, I don't think that they'll be going up anymore, but I think there'll be at least a spike because everybody was at the grocery store for Easter. Like, it's so silly how many people were there. Alright, let's fight these people here, just because we can get a nice lightning. And as said before, we don't do side quests. Decline. And let's go ahead and finish this out here. Let's go ahead and fight the rest of them. Talking about curbside only grocery stores in the news? Yeah, I think it's a little late for that, right? Like, if you look at where things are going in the US, it looks like it's just a straight down trajectory, which hopefully will be the case. So, I think putting policies in place now is a little late. Why don't you do side quests? Awesome question. This character is a challenge character. They are only doing the epic story and the Black Book of Mordor. And so the reason we're not doing side quests is so that we can only experience the story that is there. It makes for a much different playthrough experience than doing it the other way, which we already have done on our main character, our champion. And it allows you to see the story beats in a totally different way, a much more coherent way. It's actually really, really nice and refreshing to play it this way. At least I think so. There we go. Hopefully we don't have to heal here, but I think we will at least have to do that, if not that. There we go. Okay. That was a little too close. We should have done water lore a bit earlier, and we would have been fine. We wouldn't have had to pop that. There we go, there we go. I don't craft on any tune. I only craft in RuneScape. That's not entirely true, but basically only craft in RuneScape, man. Every crafting system since then has just not been satisfying for me. Hey, take care, Templar. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, I just don't enjoy any of the other crafting systems, man. They're just not as good. Good deal, good deal. This is probably my favorite skill. I mean, the lightning is probably my favorite skill, but this is probably my second favorite skill, the Stormlore skill. Just because you can stun, it's like the perfect, like, don't fight me for a few minutes, because I'm not a melee character skill. Like, it's really nice. I really like that save. How am I maintaining levels? Mostly through skirmishes, although it really hasn't been that hard, honestly. The epic story levels you quite a bit. There's a few places where it is annoying. I'm trying to think where exactly those are. I guess in the early levels you have to do a lot of extra leveling, because the epic story in the first part is mostly like volume 1 is mostly a level 40 to 50 story. There's not much like Like, there is questing in the early areas, but once you're out of the starter zone, there's not a lot of questing until you get to around 40. It's just a few things taking you through the Lone Lands and North Downs real quick. And so it's been an interesting challenge. But once you get to 40, you're pretty much good through all of Moria, through 50 and 60. And then around there, you kind of need to start leveling a little bit to get to 65. And then you got a lot of quests with Volume 3 that help take you through. But you do have to start doing some leveling in there too. Once you hit Rohan, you really have to start leveling outside of the Epic. And that continues on a little bit. Where are we? Where's this soldier? We're just pulling everything, apparently, is what we're doing. I see him now. Oh geez, got the worm too. We need to find our remove corruptions skill. We really need to find that. Let's see. Pop one of those. Come on. There you go. None of those. Debuffs enemy's armor. Reduces ally stuff. Drains stuff. That's just for an ally. Here we go. Knowledge of cures. That's what we need to be pressing all the time in this zone. Alright.
You say you bring a message from King Anarion? Deliver it.
Why is a max level character getting owned? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're not maxed out. We're at 120. And we're under leveled. So, and we're not getting owned. We're fighting several enemies at once on a light class. I think we're doing decent. We do a lot of damage, but we don't take a lot of damage. Yeah, that's part of this zone too, because there's all the corruptions. We need to find this skill because now it's becoming relevant. That was the debuff there that we should have been removing. So that was our fault. For why we got so low. But yeah, in Minas Morgul, there's a lot, like enemies have some crazy things that if you don't take care of them in defense of your character, then you're kind of messed up. You say you bring a message from King Anarion. Deliver it, friend, for I am at his command. You tell Mordor that Anarion believes Sauron nears the end of his resolve, and a renewed assault on the part of the Great Alliance may bring an end to the war. It is my heart's wish that the king guesses aright, but this is not the first day I've heard this hope-given voice. I think it is more likely that Sauron prepares some new weapon to unleash upon us. Still, I will not abandon my duty. I will fight on. For Anarion and for Isildur! For Gondor! Alright, Mordor. Get it? Mordor. He's gonna die. When's the draw for the giveaway? I'm thinking we might do an extra giveaway tomorrow. Or we might wait. We might wait for the end of the month. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be the new update for update 26. You should be asleep, but you can't. So tonight at work is gonna... Wow, man. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Dude, you got the hype train conductor. That's amazing. I didn't even know that badge was a thing. That's actually really cool. That's an awesome, awesome thing. Yeah, thanks again for the hype train, man. That was crazy. There you go, there you go. Alright, so see, we got this debuff, and it gives 3,800 shadow damage every 4 seconds. It's a stupid amount. It doesn't even go away with that, it's only the other thing that does. So, yeah, it's stupid. Hey, take care, Neurotic Anarchy. Oh, should go bye-bye. Yeah. Hey, Neurotic Anarchy. Okay, so we talked with that person, I think. So I think we're good here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go ahead and get this page.
Since first we rode to war, I have dreaded this day. We men who stood with him did not yet understand, but Gil-galad's captains knew, and they sorrowed.
A task for you, soldier.
Dang, oh dang. But yeah, I'm super excited for tomorrow. I can't wait for update 26. Just because, you know, I've had enough Mordor for a while. Minas Morgul got that set for me, so I'm good to go and experience some more Bjorning stuff. Having fun in the upper part of the River of Anduin. That should be good. Oh dang, what happened to you, buddy? You came too late to deliver Anarian's hopeful message. For Astrion has been slain. Even were the war to end tomorrow, it won't matter to the dead. Dang! LOTRO's pulling all the punches, man. The emotional punches. Oh, hey, buddy. Have some lightning. And some fire as I run away. No, we won't run. Oh, geez, we're too close to this camp. Alright. Just Row, welcome back. Nice to have you here again. What's due in the update? Well, glad you asked. I'll cover that in just a second. Let me not die here first, though. Oh boy. Don't die. Don't die. There we go. 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 Ooh boy. Glad hairballs healed. Alright, time for some inner flame. When I was a young man, I wanted to start a sheep farm. Now that I am an old man, it seems I started a sheep empire. Glewine. That got creepy. Alright.
What message brings you hither? Good tidings or ill?
What message brings you to the blasted plain, friend? Good or ill? You tell Tomb Ommatar. I was trying to make sense of that one as if it was like martyr. Anyway, that Anarian believes the war may be soon ended if the soldiers of the last alliance remain steadfast. He grimaces. So neither good nor ill, then. For I hear nothing new in the king's words. He has my love and my respect. For my loyalty is both to Elendil's sons and to the kingdom they made on these shores. But I have seen no sign the end of the siege is any nearer now. Excuse me. Jeez. Mordor's really getting to me. Then it was these past few years. King Anarion is a good man, but I see in him the desire of all soldiers to welcome the onset of peace at the slimmest of portents. It fell to him to defend the borders of Gondor, while his brother traveled north to gather the Great Alliance. Anarion has been fighting this war longer than many of us, and he must feel the weariness of it as keenly as any soldier of Gondor. I hope he is right, that it will soon be ended, but I will lay no wager upon it. Okay, everyone, thanks for telling me that. I'll make sure. I didn't know before, but apparently that's my goal. Okay. Decline. Okay. Okay. I guess we can go in here and take the stable, huh? To Adambel. Play
We
smarter,
fight for a better day.
not harder. Hava is the best, man. It is raining so hard outside as Amazon trucks drive past. Oh my goodness. Every day I see an Amazon truck delivering to my apartment complex. It's insane. Like, Amazon's doing crazy business right now. Keep the truck rolling, yeah. Well, it might just start floating if it keeps raining, man. My brother Anarion and I had been called away, summoned to an urgent council.
I came here to find you and bring you back with me.
Is this stream sponsored by Amazon? I mean, it's on Twitch, so I guess kind of? Pretty sure everybody on Twitch is kinda sponsored by Amazon, right? Sunny and cold there. Interesting combo. Not usually what you hear. I mean, I don't know if now's the best time to buy stock, right? Like maybe a month ago was a great time, but now I don't know, man. I'm sure it'll still go up for a while though. Since you guys brought it up, let's see the current price of Amazon, just to see. Let's take a look here. On Robinhood here. Alright, so right now, if I can find it here, Amazon's trading for $2,367 a share, which is a crazy amount. Their market cap is at $1 trillion, so they got 1 trillion shares out there. So that means Amazon is currently being valued at $1,000 trillion. Do you really think Amazon is worth 1,000 trillion? I don't, but that's just me. New show, absolutely, absolutely, man. Anyway, I'm sure Amazon is gonna make a ton of money though. Where was I? Do you remember what my brothers and I discussed with you when we met at Dingarth? A curious number of soldiers had vanished from their posts in recent weeks. Not simply while on patrol, but also from within the safety of our own encampments. Deserters, Ormahar thought. But the rest of us were not so sure. Well, now we have discovered evidence that these vanished soldiers might not have succumbed to cowardice at all. 2K shares of Carnival at $8. Yeah, that'll probably pay off. But you never know, right? If Carnival goes under, you might have just lost a lot of money. So it's an we're in very much so uncharted territory right now. But ideally, you know, I'm pretty sure they said they're going to bail out Carnival, so I think you're fine. But it'll be interesting to see if anybody wants to cruise again, right? And how soon that'll happen, and you know what's going on. AMC might go under? Jeez. And I mean, oil's negative right now. Like, who knows what that's gonna do to the markets? Like, it's crazy, man. Let us go to Dingarth at once to meet with Vaemasil, and you will hear what he told me. It will be that together we can solve the mystery, and if we act quickly, we may save some lives as well. Like your wife, Anakin. I feel like he's like, we may uncover the secrets of the dark side of the Force. Anyway. Urgent council. They will not tell me the reason. So basically we got an urgent council we need to go to. And we're going to cross our arms over it. They were already hurting? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of companies that don't make it out of this, quite frankly. But there's going to be a lot of companies that are saved by the government as well, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens, man. It's basically flipping the board on the whole stock market, man, for like a once in 100-year flip kind of a thing. Because it's not at all like the previous crisis was man-made and it was relatively easy to fix, right? In 2008. And then same thing with like 9/11. That was, you know, it was a huge deal and, you know, crazy loss for the country and everything else. But ultimately, it really didn't affect America in the grand scheme of things that much. I think that this really is going to be changing the world, right? Because it's not just America this time, it's the entire world. And it's kind of crazy, man. Like, what do you do when the whole oil stops buying oil? And yet the oil producers are still pumping it? Like, it's insanity. But anyway, it'll all work itself out in the end, and there'll be new companies to take the place of the ones that have gone, and it'll all be fine. But the main question, though, is will people go out to restaurants once they open? And will people go on cruises once they open? You know, that's kind of unknown right now. I think they will, considering that people were still trying to go on cruises when this whole thing was starting. Even after the crazy cruise news, but who knows? It's still $1.70? Yeah, for Chicago, that's crazy. In Oklahoma City, it's under $1, man. It's under $1. Back booba? I don't know what I'm saying, everyone. Hey, Bellon, welcome. Nice to have you here. No, I agree. Everyone will go out for at least one celebration dinner. But after that, will they keep going out time and time again? And, you know, there's no telling when this whole virus will be over. Like, it could be years before we're fully in the clear, right? So, who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, I think it'll go below 50 cents in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma almost always has lower gas prices because it's so near to Texas where they're producing it, and for other reasons as well. She raided you twice now? Nice. Next October will be when it's over. I mean, I think we'll be at least somewhat back to normal pretty soon. But I don't think everything's going to be exactly how it was for at least a year, right? As far as people willing to go and engage in certain outside activities as a population as a whole. There's going to be people that, I mean, there's already people that are going out and doing stuff, but there's going to be people that aren't going to go for years to certain things, right? Like, people that used to love going on cruises won't go again. I see that happening. But who knows? Maybe, you know, new young people decide, hey, now's a great time to go on a cruise. They took care of it, right? I don't know. It'll be crazy. Yeah, I think everybody's obviously ready for it back to normal. Yeah. I think, at least in the US, in May, we're going to start seeing it be the first steps of it going back to normal, right? But it's going to be a long time.
We are near to solving the mystery of our vanished soldiers.
There's going to be a lot, Starflux. It's going to be a huge loss of small business. Absolutely. You thought by summer Job would have contacted you as deemed essential? That was a month ago. Yeah, I don't know, man. Welcome back, my friend. I trust Terrandil told you we might be near to solving the mystery of our vanished soldiers. It is true. How can I say these were no mere deserters? Vermisil raises an eyebrow, barely able to mask his grin. We have an onlooker, Loremaster, someone who could spy upon the latest disappearance without being seen. Someone who was beneath notice. One of the whole Budan. She saw everything. Thanks for the shoes! Man, the stat increases are so ridiculous, right? I mean, that's 4,000 extra morale just from this one item, let alone all the extra damage and everything else we'll be doing. Plus, we're getting crit rating on this, like, stupid amounts.
Who is this secret onlooker?
We're up to 98. We were at 96. Her name is Tuka, and she is the matriarch of the whole Budan. Her folk are known for their skill at the art of stealth, and in this case she has seen something of great interest to us. Now all I can think of is that Rohirrim charge. Oh my gosh. That clip we played near the start, man. Where was I? Find her here in Dingarth and tell her the story. Tell her complete and hear her complete story. She told me but a portion of it, and I tell you it was enough for me to know we need to hear it all. Jeez, you guys sharing the sheep in chat? Man, I see whose side you're on. I see. Tuka.
I will tell you what I told them, and may the information be of use to you.
My people are often underestimated by the big folk, and for that reason we can go where they might not, and remain below the notice of unobservant eyes. It is a useful skill, and one we have put to use in the fight against Sauron and his armies. Let no one say the whole Budan have not lived up to their word, or carried their share of the war's burden. Where else should I be? Can't help but be on the bad side. No! No. Oh my gosh, old man Ron. I was walking in the night air, looking forward to the comfort of sleep, when I heard the voice of a man of Gondor. His words were low and indistinct. It took me some time to find the speaker. He was stretched out upon his bedroll, like many other soldiers sleeping nearby. But unlike these others, he muttered in his sleep. He sat up all of a sudden, giving me quite a fright, and I greeted him, but he saw me not. You want lamentation? Oh my gosh, lamentations. Good gravy. Judging from his speech, he thought he heard a woman's voice he recognized. That of a sweetheart from home, seemingly. He walked out of the camp, stepping over the bodies of the sleeping fellows. By now, my curiosity was well and truly wakened, and I followed him at a safe distance. Outside the camp, far from the guards or the Knight of the Torches, he was attacked and subdued by a pair of Moradrim. They were well armed and dangerous-looking knives, with dangerous-looking knives. I dared not risk making myself known, so I could not rescue him, but I did follow them for a time. They got too near to Amonfun, and I had to give up the pursuit. But I knew I needed to tell someone what I saw. These Mordroim used some trickery to lure him from the safety of the camp. Who can say what evils awaited him within Amonfun? That is all I know. But Amonfun is well defended, and even the sons of Isildur should beware of that place. Hey, Aurora Ember, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. That voice is kind of vampire-y. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Soft Snake, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here, too. That voice is kind of vampire-y.
Tuka's words make it clear.
The missing soldiers are not cowardly deserters. Nay, they were ensorcelled by the cultists of Sauron, we call the Mordorim, and brought to Amonfun, the Gloom Hill, for some fell purpose. They may still be alive. My father is in council, and there is no one else to attempt to rescue. You must help me and my brothers to save the missing men. Ornaher pauses, his expression conflicted. I must tell you something, friend. I beg you to keep it in confidence. It is this. We should not ask my foster brother Tarandil to accompany us on this errand. Like many older brothers, Meldoran and my cousin Melendil, Tarandil was born in Numenor, where he was given the birth name Adunzagar. His father, his real father, mind you, was a cruel man named Arizagar, the Sword of the Sun. He was a captain general of the fleet, and he worshipped at Sauron's altar. He wished for his son Adunzagar to follow him on his evil path, but his wife wanted only happiness for her son. Abrazani, she was called, and she was a friend in childhood to Isildur and Anarion. She pleaded for them to take her son with them on the ships and escape that doom. But Abrazani was betrayed by the servants of Arizagar. when the great wave sank Numenor beneath the sea, a Brezani perished. But in this at least, let the wife of a cruel Orizagar find happiness, for her son Adrunzagar escaped on the ships to Middle-earth. And when they arrived safely upon these shores, my father took him at his word, as his ward, to protect the boy from the suspicions of good folk and Sauron's servants alike. He set aside Adrunzagar's birth name. Henceforth he was called Tarandil, foster son to the king. And for all my life I knew him as an older brother, and he has my love, and always will. Onahir looks away, sorrow etched upon his face. He drags his booted toe in the dirt. When he faces you again, his expression has hardened. He is my brother in all things, friend, save blood. It is not Isildur's blood that runs through his veins, but that of Orizagar, his father worshipped at the altar of Sauron. What if that weakness lies within Tarandil even today? These Moradrim are cultists of Sauron, and I fear my foster brother might succumb to their worshippers, the temptations, where the rest of us would not. Isn't it ironic that his father, Isildur, eventually succumbs to all the darkness? Anyway, keep this in confidence, and tell Tarandil none of this, but return to Vaimsil with Tukka's wisdom, and my own. We must rescue these soldiers of Gondor, but if the Mordrim are involved, we should not involve my foster brother in this adventure. No, Ruin, I'm not working today, but I do have an appointment that I have to go to. So I'm going to be going to that. A meeting, if you will, on my day off here. And then tomorrow I have another day off, and we're going to be going through update 26 of LOTRO, assuming it does indeed release tomorrow. That's their current plan. So that should be a lot of fun. He's back over here, apparently. Over the dwarf. And yeah, there will be the anniversary event as well starting up tomorrow, which will be huge. We'll get our 11-year frame? Yeah, we'll get our 11-year frame, man. And all the rewards that come with that. I'm excited to see what new rewards they'll have for this new update they got going.
You see, it is as I thought all along.
So yeah, we'll be going through that very soon, but I think it is time to find someone to raid here. So let's go ahead and check that out. You'll get your 2-year frame. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, depending on when the downtime is, I might start pretty early tomorrow. We'll see. Or I might be a lot later. We'll see when the downtime period starts. And when I want to start the stream. There is a chance I will be streaming again later today with some non-LOTRO stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Probably finally planning to play through some more Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, because it's been, I think, like 2 weeks now since we played that game. At least one. It's hard to tell time right now, guys. It's weird. It's a weird time. Anyway, let's see who is playing in LOTRO and see who we want to raid here. Oh, I just realized, let's see, yeah, that was who to raid. I thought that was Glowine just reading a random name. Thank you, everyone. Everyone already decided who we're raiding. Alright, here we go. That's who I was going to decide to raid anyway. So let's go ahead and queue up for that. Back booba. Here we go. Queuing for that raid. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Probably in the morning, depending on when the downtime is. Maybe not till the afternoon, but definitely tomorrow. See you guys then, and we'll have fun on our champion, making our way through the new update. I'm super excited, guys. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Maybe see you again for another stream later today. And let's have fun with this raid!